That's me. You're probably wondering how I got here. Well, let's go back to the start.
Hey guys, welcome back. So today I'm going to be going through the full event, Newcastle Strongest 2022. I'm going to be taking you through each event, showing you clips of each event. We're going to be talking a little bit about what I did, how I performed, and things I can improve on in the future if I was to do another strongman competition. So the first event was a deadlift ladder. So this was 4 different deadlifts. The first one was a 180 kilos axle bar deadlift, and then you jump over onto a 200 kilos stiff bar deadlift. Then you jump over onto a 230 kilo deadlift bar, and then the final one is a 250 kilo trap bar deadlift. And this was for max reps, so in the time given, I think it was about 60 seconds we had, and you had to do as many reps of that as possible. Now, before I show you the clip, I only managed the first 2 deadlifts, so that was the 180 kilo axle and then the 200 kilo stiff bar. The reason for this being, plain and simple, on the day I just wasn't strong enough for the 230 kilo deadlift. The first 2, so the 180 kilos and the 200, were pulled quite quick in my opinion. It looked like I should have been able to do the 230, but on the day I didn't really want to risk it. Maybe I could have hitched it, could have grinded it out, but that would have came with the risk of injuring myself. And it was the first event, so I didn't want to get any injuries that early on because it would have messed up the rest of the day. But I'm going to show the clip now. You can make your own opinion on whether I could have made the 230 kilos or not. I don't think I could have, but I'll let you guys decide.
Easy! Easy! Let's go! Come on! Drive! Drive! Go on! Go on!
So after the first event, I think I finished 5th in my group, and there was only 6 people in the novice category, so I was right at the bottom of the pack. But I wasn't worrying too much because I did have some good events coming up. And I remembered back to the 2017 World's Strongest Man when Eddie Hall had the first event. I think it was the tire flip. And after the first event, he came about mid-pack, I believe. And he managed to come back and win the whole competition, as we so remember. So I wasn't worrying too much. I knew I could claw back some points. And with it being such a small pack, I figured I could definitely make it back to the podium for sure. And we're at event 2. Now, event 2 was my favourite event, the axle press. And it was an event that I was looking for maximum points on. Now, if you don't know what the axle press is, I'll play a quick clip now. So, as you can see, very simple event. Axle bar from the floor to the shoulders, overhead, arms locked out. Person who lifts the most weight after 3 attempts wins the event, plain and simple. Now, my 3 nominated lifts were 100 kilos, 115 kilos, and 125 kilos. Now, the 125 kilos looks quite easy. Maybe I could have went further, but on the day I did 125 kilos, and that was enough to secure me joint first place, and it got me 5.5 points, and it brought me right back into the pack yet again. Again, I was over the moon with this event and how it came out, so I'll play that clip now for you.
Cheers. Easy! There, easy, all day.
And the next event was event 3, and it was the Farmer's Walk. Now, if you don't know what the Farmer's Walk is, I'll play a quick clip now.
Go on, easy.
So, as you can see from that, it is 2 separate implements that you pick up either side of you, and you walk forward all the way to a certain point, and you might drop it there, or you might come all the way back with it again. So the weights for my event were 95 kilos there and 110 kilos back. Now, these weights were fine with me, and we didn't have much practice on these, but on the day it was a nice quick pickup, nice quick feat, and I did really well. I was over the moon with how I came in this event. I came second out of the full pack, and that brought me right back into the group, and I think I was about third in the pack by this point, maybe fourth, with 3 events to go after this, so everything was looking good. And I'll show you that clip now.
Go on! Easy! Fast pick up! Fast feet! Fast feet! Easy!
And we're on to event 4. Now, event 4 was the arm over arm event. Now, this event is a brutal event, and I'm going to quickly show a clip of what that event entails now.
Big legs! There you go!
So, very simply, you are sitting in a fixed position, and you are holding onto a rope, and at the end of the rope, over a given distance, is a sled. That sled is loaded with weights, and then you have to then pull until the weights get all the way to you. Then once it's there, you jump out, run round to the other side, and you grab on the handles and you pull it back as far as you can until it gets to the finish line. Now, in this event, the weight was 230 to 250 kilos, I believe. Maybe 230 kilos. Now, this event was brutal for me. It was the first time I'd ever done this event. I had no technique, I was using brute force, didn't really know what I was doing, so I didn't perform too well on this event. After this event, I felt really unwell. My stomach was feeling unwell, I felt dizzy in my head, and I just needed loads and loads of water. And I got the quad pump of the century. So I was in that state for about 20 minutes. After that I felt alright, but it did take us some time to pull around. So I'm going to show you how brutal that event was now.
Big legs! Come on, Jack!
Use the power legs.
Big legs! There you go! Breathe!
He's got to keep his arms nose too.
Come on, Jack! There you go!
Get the rope tighter.
Come on, gain some ground here, Jack! One finish!
Come on, use your arms. Let's go.
Keep going, Jack! Big pull! Go! And catch him! Come on, Jack!
One.
Fast feet!
Come on, lean back. Short step. Keep it going, keep it going.
Right!
Keep it going, come on.
So we're on to the final event, which is, as per Strongman tradition, the Atlas Stones. Now I will show a quick clip of the Atlas Stones now. So as you can see from that quick clip, the Atlas Stones are big boulders that you bring to your lap and then put on top of a plinth. Now in my event there was 6 Atlas Stones, starting from 80 kilos, going to 90 kilos, to 110 kilos, to 120 kilos, 130 kilos, and finally finishing on 145 kilos over a yoke. Now, up until this point in training, I'd only ever touched the Atlas Stones twice, and the heaviest stone I managed to lift was a very difficult 100 kilo Atlas Stone. So going into this event, I had no idea on how I would perform, but what I did know was I was going to give it my all and see what happened at the end. Now I did surprise myself here, and I got the 120 kilo Atlas Stone up. I gave the 130 kilo a shot, but it just wasn't there. I was too tired, my back was aching, and I still felt a bit funny off the previous event. But I was very happy with the 120 kilo Atlas Stone. It might not show in the video how happy I was, but I was very happy with it. So here it is.
Come on, Jack.
Easy. There you are, Declan.
Easy.
Beautiful, man. Big hips.
Hips through.
Big hips, Declan. Big hips.
Come on, Jack. Easy. Go for it.
20 seconds left. However,
So, there we have it. That was my first ever strongman competition in the novice category, and I managed to get podium, which I was very, very happy with. And there's nothing I would have changed from that. I performed my best I could on the day, and I'm very, very happy with the results. So if you like that video, please like, comment, and subscribe if you can, and I'll see you in the next video.